Hey everyone, Shawn, Sav Mu at your service, and today is a really important one. We're going to make something even more in detail from a video I had a while back called The Most Overlooked Detail with the Driver. And that has a lot to do with your grip club face relationship. When you hit the ball on the way up, you change a lot of dynamics, and most of you don't have a closed enough club face. And we're going to give you options on how to do that. As long as you're comfortable with it, you'll stick with it, and when you do, you're going to get amazing results like we do. Let us start with the most extreme version. Tease extreme. Okay. So if we look at Savannah's grip, notice she's got all four knuckles showing, a full knuckle sandwich. And notice how the other hand, if we were to take her grip and go neutral, notice how both hands are parallel to the ground. Look at how close that face is. Isn't that nuts? But the thing is at impact, she's going to be coming through like that. So the hands are going to be forward at impact. And on top of that, because she's got a launch angle, when she's in her long drive competitions, what's your launch angle, Sav?
Oh gosh, like 19 probably?
Your launch angle is about 19, so your angle of attack is about +7, +8, right? At least. So that means we're going to be going up. Well, when you're going up, it's going to open the club face on you. So notice A, we have the ball inside that lead foot, okay? The center of her swing, sorry Sav, is right over here, pretty much in the center of her club head. And now if you look at her takeaway, show me a takeaway that would match that. You see how low and inside that was right here? Let's see you do that again, Sav, nice and slow. Very nice. So now go to the top of the backswing and show us in slow motion how you're going to be catching that ball on the way up and in that direction. So notice her hands are coming through first, and look at that club face. It's actually going to collect the ball slightly open. Then, because this girl can really compress the bejesus out of it, is going to compress against the face, and the ball actually loses its shape. It turns into an egg. And then it's going to ride along the face for just a bit, and it's going to come off the face right about here as she's going up, okay? And that's where you're going to see beautiful high launches. If you look, we hit a couple on our machine for you, on our GC Hawk, and look at how high she's catching that ball. The launch angle is extremely high, and she's getting that beautiful high draw in there. She's carrying the ball about 260 to 270, and she's stretching that out there to about 290, and that's with a stock length shaft. When she gets her 48-inch shaft out there for her long drive competitions, in every one of the 4 competitions that she was in this year, it was between 300 and 327 yards for your personal best. Look at the size of her, right? So we want this for you. So A, we need a grip club face relationship that's plenty closed, so we can go that way. So Sav, let's see you hit a couple of drives. Wow, launched. All right, now to illustrate how she's getting ready to hit that on the upswing, look at that setup. Notice how her left shoulder's lower than the right shoulder. That's because her left hand's lower than the right hand. Now, here's one thing I want you to perform for everybody, Sav. Let's say this stake you want it to hammer straight in. Notice her shoulders are much more level. So let's say now you had a stake that you wanted to hammer this way, because that's going to be about 10 degrees up. So show me how you're going to hammer up on that. Right, see that? That's exactly how she's approaching through the ball. Oh my, that fixed that big time. Oh, that was nutted. Amazing. So look at this thing in slow motion now. It is an absolute thing of beauty. You'll notice that she never changes that tilt, maintains that tilt coming back. So if I'm a lumberjack splitting wood, it looks like this. If I'm a lumberjack cutting down a tree, it looks like this. That's what Savannah is, a professional lumberjack. Don't mess with her, okay? Oh, you hear that sound? Mu's in the house. So once again, see that trail shoulder, much lower. That's how you catch it on the way up. Now Mu, bring everything up here for a second. Put your hands perpendicular to the ground. Look how close Mu has that sucker. So he's getting ready now to go that way. And you'll notice that even though that looks closed, when he gets ready to hit on the way up, show me that on the way up. See how that opens the club naturally? So it still looks closed at address, even though he's gotten into a setup position. But then as he goes dynamically, so show me a backswing and stop, and come on down in slow motion. Look at where the hands are now, and look where the club face is. Beautiful. And that's what's going to give you fabulous distance. Hear that compression, people?
That was a good one there.
Oh, Moose says that was a good one there. That went over the damn sand pit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So at the back of this range, it's 300 yards to the trees. He just went deep into the fourth row of trees, and we heard a nice big knock. And that's beyond the sand pit. And right behind there is a little porta potty. So I hope nobody's in there, because they just, you know what it. So the only way you get distance is ball speed. That means compression. You got to compress that ball. The only way you get to compress the golf ball is if your grip club relationship is square dynamically. So when Mu is swinging through and in the direction of the target, he's moving through the golf ball. If that face is too open, just slides off, and off he goes, and it's gone. Whereas now it's closed enough, and when you're playing on the golf course, we had to make a special exception for you.
Yeah.
He's actually hitting down on it, and the face is every bit as closed.
Yeah.
And the ball is coming out lower than the tree line, and he's carrying the ball with that bullet between 320 and 330. And he's hitting at 350, and it's below the tree line. It's the coolest thing ever.
Right.
And then when you're competing, then he's got 48 inches. He's launching it, a good 7-8 degrees angle of attack, positive angle of attack.
Yeah.
And that ball's coming out at 17, 18 degrees, and it goes forever. 397 personal best this year, made the top 24. Top 24 in the world, man.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That is phenomenal. Let me bring this home for you so you get a nice right-handed look. So here's my club face, super closed. Then I'm catching it on the way up. So I'm getting ready to go on the way up. Notice how that brings the club face. And now I'm moving through the ball. Notice how that club face can no longer be closed. So on the way up and over my intermediate point here, when I do that, watch what occurs. So here's what most of you do. You play the ball forward, and then you go face the ball. When you do that, this neutral square grip all of a sudden looks closed because you're moving forward to meet the ball. That's a big false, that's a big mirage. When your hands come forward, that sucker is so open, it's not even funny. And on top of that, because you're facing the ball, you're moving to the left, and you're going to make a big slice on that. So once I have my alignment, I'm going to put my club in the center of my stance, get my grip and club face, and then I'm going to get ready to catch it on the way up. So for so many of you, this will feel like a closed stance, where in actuality, it looks pretty square, doesn't it? So notice how my right shoulder is lower than my left shoulder. Now the club's going to go low and inside, come back from the inside, clip the tip of the tee on the way up, and slightly to the right of the intermediate point. See the blur of my club now? That's what's going to give me the ability to start the ball on line, catch it on the way up, and because my grip-club relationship is closed enough, well, I'm not going to slice this thing. So I gather in that direction, and I whip through in that direction, and that was pretty spectacular, wasn't it? Sav is scoffing at it. It was so good. I love it. So there's your classic draw. I gave you a fade on the machine, so I'm going to go ahead and hit a fade on this one, aiming a little left of that intermediate point, but still facing my center and still catching it on the way up and to the left. So low and to the left, high and to the left. That ball started beautifully down the left-hand side and just basically stayed nice and straight. So let's have a look from face on. So you see how incredibly important this information is? So there's my club face. See how closed that is? And then I'm going to do that draw again, play the ball forward, find my center, then get ready to hit it on the way up. So there it is. So notice now my hands are in a position to move through the tree, not shave bark off the tree. So there it is. Now I'm just going to stay up and to the right. My eyes are on the tip of the tee, and I'm just going to flick the tip of the tee and make it somersault to the right of that intermediate point. There it is. Not as long as Mu's, but right on that line, I'm at the front of the sand pile. It's a big sand pile. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and get cracking with that driver. We can't wait to hear all about it.